Preparation is key for any interview. The more preparation you do, the more confident you're going to feel when you go into the interview, and the more you're going to be allowed to really kind of express yourself and get to know the real you. Always look at the company website and take really, really good notes so you understand the products that they do or the services they provide, kind of how long they've been established, the key partners, but also where they are currently as a business. So you'll probably find that kind of through social media, so by looking at their Twitter account, their Facebook account. Always look at LinkedIn for the people that you're going to be meeting with so you can see their background. That also helps. You may have some things in common, and although you don't want to look like a stalker in the interview, it's always good to know whether you've got kind of, certain things in common when you go in. Always arrive 15 minutes early. Always make sure that you've done a dummy run so you know where you're going. There's nothing worse than it will set you off on the wrong foot is if you're late for an interview. You arrive hot, flustered, very apologetic, and you're already on the back foot. So make sure you know where you're going to park. Do you have enough change for parking? So everything, that you're going to allow plenty of time. Always know who you're going to be meeting. So when you get to reception, you know exactly who you're meeting with and who the interview is with. Always make sure that you're looking incredibly smart. So suited, booted, make sure your shoes are polished, that, you're wearing a nice kind of shirt, tie, suit. If you don't have a suit, even a cheap kind of jacket from Primark or something at least shows that you've gone to an effort to look the part. With regards to grooming, make sure you've got kind of makeup to a minimum, you've got small earrings in, you don't want to look like Pat Butcher, and looking, hair very toned down. Just remember, what they're interested in is what you can bring to the business, not, how fashionable you are or whether you're head to toe in designer. So just make sure it's very, very professional. Always make sure that you've prepared questions and that you show that you're really interested in the company and the interview you're going for. You don't want to turn up and have to be reminded what job you're there to interview for. So you need to take with you a copy of your CV. You need to take with you a copy of the job description, which I would suggest that you annotate to show that you've really, really studied it. And also a notepad and pen with your questions that you're going to ask in there. Quite often throughout an interview, you will find that questions that you have kind of got in your mind ready to ask will quite often be answered, and you get to the stage at the end where they ask if you have any other questions, and you find yourself saying, well, oh no, actually, sorry, you've already answered them. So to have them already prepared, even if they do answer them, you can physically look down the list and go, well, actually, I did prepare some, but you've covered them. It just shows to the interviewer that you were prepared and that you have thought about the job.